Oh man, sorry, Omar. Yeah. Somehow it's using always switching this. The software is always switching to the wrong microphone as a standard. I don't know why. Like, super annoying. Now I'm back. Okay. So, what I was saying. Isn't it strange how with every stream something goes wrong this week? I don't know what it is. It's so this time I thought let's do something else instead of me just rambling on about a topic and blah blah blah. I want to invite you to join me in this stream. So I set up a Zoom meeting for us, and I'm going to go here on my Twitter, and I put the link to the Zoom meeting that is in the background here. And you can join me here. The people are only going to hear your voice, not going to see your image. So you can, it doesn't matter if you have a camera or not. I'm also not going to look at the camera. So let's do this here. So this is the tweet. Come on, send it. No, send it. Let me. Yeah, it's basically the first one on my profile. You find the description of this, the link to this in the description here. So look at that, and then you can come join me. I have, as I said, I have a Zoom meeting set up here in the background where you can join and you can say hello, and we can have a chat, and you can ask me some questions. I think that is the simplest way. People have a Zoom meeting, or you know how to use Zoom, and yeah, you're only going to be in the as the audio here and not in the picture, right? So while this works, I'm going to check if LinkedIn works, or did I already see? I already saw a comment on LinkedIn, so people are here. People are coming in. Yeah. Just as I said, come on in on my Twitter. On my Twitter here is here's the link. Click this, join the Zoom meeting. All right, Ben is already here. So let me. All right. All right. You're in the stream. Hey, Ben. Are you here? Ben? All right. I'm going to put you. If you don't speak, then I'm going to just slightly I'm going to remove you from this and give this place to somebody else. Hey, okay, all right, he's gone. Next one. Hey, remove you from this. Hello. This place to somebody else. Maybe. Yeah. Hi. He's gone.
From India.
Hi.
From India.
Can please mute the stream so we can hear each other. You can hear me. Hey.
I can't hear you on the Zoom.
You can't hear me on the Zoom?
No, I can.
You can. All right. What's your name?
My name is Khizar. Khizer.
From this. Khizar. Hello.
Yeah.
Place to somebody else. Okay. Maybe. Yeah. Hi. Khizar, I can hear the stream in the background. Okay, please mute the stream so you. Or so is that? Or is that me? Let me see.
Let me. No, actually I can't hear you on Zoom. I can
Okay.
hear you on the stream only.
Okay. Can you hear
But
me?
I don't know what is happening. Actually, sometime I'm able to hear you.
Yeah.
Not. Let me actually close this LinkedIn
Yeah. Close to
thing.
the LinkedIn one. Close to the LinkedIn one.
Yeah, I closed it.
Okay.
I can hear you, but I can't see
Okay.
you.
This doesn't. Yeah. Uh, I can't turn on the camera because the other cameras are for the live stream. So doesn't matter. So let's have a quick chat. Uh, so what's going on? How can I help you?
So honestly, I follow you on LinkedIn and I got a notification about your live stream. I joined here. I see that you teach data engineering,
Yeah.
and I find interesting. I am into my background is I used to be a software engineer. I still am a software engineer, but I
Cool.
started my into entrepreneurship as well. In last 2 years, I'm running my software services business,
Okay.
which is mainly into sort of so our forte is into full stack development, Python, Django, React, Angular, Flutter, that Node.js, that sort of thing. But
Nice.
as being a software services, like we do everything. So apart from the full stack development, we also do low code, no code services like Mendix and OutSystem.
Mm.
We have got a performance engineering team who they does sort of load runner, JMeter, Tosca sort of tools and give performance engineering services to our customer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
that is some. So this Apsys, I'm in the in Apsys consulting services.
how does data engineering come into this?
Oh, I basically I honestly I don't know. I am interested in data engineering, artificial intelligence, machine learning sort of thing. So
Uh-huh.
always get to learn about those things.
Yeah. How is that industry right now? Because when I look at my emails, I always get a lot of emails, software development services, and so on. Do you feel like it's getting more difficult in the past few years to actually to get new clients to work with them?
So actually, I'm sort of like 2.5 years into this, and before that, I was into, as I said, I was into job. But if I compare from last year to this year, so this year it is becoming a bit difficult to get new customer, new projects. Actually, what is happening nowadays is I am giving a code. We are doing initial requirement analysis, giving the code, and then because some reason or other customers are going back saying that so their end customer canceled the thing, there's a recession coming in, so somehow they have got a European connection, and everything is all sort of businesses in Europe are bad, so there's a funding crunch, that sort of thing. So this year I'm finding it pretty much challenging
Mm.
to get a new business. In fact, the existing one is also got shrunk a little bit, but surviving
Yeah.
that sort of
Do you
yeah.
think like working more with data or from because I'm coming from the data engineering side, and you also said like the analytics stuff is the interesting part. Do you feel like this could be another or could open another revenue stream that you have more of services like these in the future and not do the standard stuff? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Actually, so I see. In fact, I was having last two years I have developed my network into the entrepreneur world. There are many LinkedIn friends or the other sort of friends who are into entrepreneurship, and I keep discussing with them like what is going forward, and also. So many people who are actually into the field, they are saying that I got a suggestion that to have a develop a team in Power BI, Tableau,
Mm.
those sort of tool, and that is where, because like so all artificial intelligence generative AI and all those things. So the fuel for them is data on which it is getting trained, and all sort of so data is sort of driving those things. So the kind of data, the healthier data you train your models on, then your model will be more accurate and more useful to the end customers.
Yeah.
So yeah, so having proper data engineering strategy, and then utilizing data properly, I think is definitely going to have much more impact on that. And as I said, so we are into software services. So whatever is the way, like whatever where we are able to generate the revenue, where there is business, I'm definitely more interested, inclined
Mm.
to that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm asking this because I also have the feeling that in the
Mhm.
future that you need as a software development company, you need to have that edge on the competition so that you can offer them customers something that most others can't do, and that will be in AI or in helping people
Yes,
manage the data and
exactly.
yeah.
I think we two are talking, so maybe you can let me know more about. So I'll let me use this opportunity to know more about you, what sort of things you do, and
Yeah. Well, for me, I'm as you might know, I'm doing data engineering. I'm have over 10 years, or is it 10 years of experience with data engineering, and I'm helping people learn it and apply it in their
uh,
company. So like for instance, people like you who say, okay, I'm running a business and I need to work with the tools that are in the data engineering field or people use for managing data. So that's one of the things that I do, that I teach, as well as for students who want to become a data engineer.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. And what is the form factor? So how it goes apart from the, I know, so this is the one of the ways that you teach, educate people, but apart from this thing, like any structured long term thing that you offer, or
Well, for me, so the thing is, and I have been thinking of this before for a long time. How can I actually help people the most? And for me, it was through my academy, so that I say, okay, I'm giving you not just a single course, but an academy where there is always new stuff coming in, where we have a community, and where you can keep learning. Right? And this is what I do is basically we prepare the courses for people so they can take it on their own time. Uh,
okay,
and
okay.
it's really it's running great. And a few months back we crossed the 1,000 students mark. So yeah,
Okay.
it's a
So this
proven.
is Learn Data Engineering. I just opened that thing.
Yeah, it's
So,
learndataengineering.com. Exactly.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That is great. So, okay, you even do Python also. Python for data engineering.
Yeah. I think for people should understand how to do or what to use in Python to modify data and or work with data and test data.
Actually, my background from my work is I am a Python engineer. So I have very extensive experience in Python, but not in data engineering sort of thing. So it's like more of a backend OS level Python scripting.
Hmm.
That sort of experience here. But we in my company we have got a very good team around in Python, especially in Python Django.
Okay. Well,
And last time we did a project on we developed a chatbot using Rasa framework. So even there, so we used Rasa as a framework, but then Python Django was a API layer that we used for.
yeah. Yeah. For APIs, it's people use that all the time. That
Mm.
makes sense. All right. Let me try to get somebody else in here as well.
Sure, sure.
Thanks for having a chat.
No
And
problem.
yeah,
Yeah, got an opportunity to discuss with you. So
See you
hopefully,
around.
yeah, sure, sure.
Bye.
I'll be connected with you. I'll drop you a message on
Yeah,
LinkedIn.
sure, sure.
And you have built a quite big LinkedIn network. Even so, even if like I'd like to hear about that also. That you are how you are able to do that. Like you have got a one site like
The
uh,
the
uh,
easy way of creating a YouTube,
100K.
LinkedIn network and getting in touch with people is share interesting stuff, share your knowledge, help people
Mm,
learn. That's how I did it. Okay, there's somebody else in here. Let me chat to somebody else as well.
sure, sure.
So have a good one. Bye.
Thank you, Andreas.
Yeah. Bye. So hello. Hello. Ah, already left. So while I'm waiting for the next one to join, again, come on over here on my Twitter, Andreas Kretz. There is um, there is the last tweet, the newest tweet that I did, has the link to the Zoom meeting, so you can join through Zoom. Um, Avinash asked here, why do companies use Databricks instead of Cloudera for data processing? Well, very often, so the first thing that comes to my mind when I think about this is the setup and maintenance, right? Cloudera, you need to install somewhere, you need to maintain, so you need to have people who take care of this, right? When you think about Databricks as a platform, Databricks, you just go to Databricks, get yourself an account, add the users there, and then everything is managed for you. So that is already the first one thing that immediately comes to my mind. Price wise, yes, with Cloudera, you are also paying for licenses, but Databricks is also not cheap. On the other hand, Databricks, if you don't need your cluster or if you don't need resources on Databricks, you're going to just stop it and it's going to be cheap again, right? So the flexibility is much higher on Databricks than than with Cloudera. And I think there are many use cases where, yeah, or many reasons why people take that newer route of being more flexible. All right, somebody else again join the Zoom meeting. Let me see if somebody else is here. Oh, on LinkedIn, not a lot of people on LinkedIn today. Everybody's asleep. Nick asked here. I don't know why I didn't see this. Nick asked, did I miss this? Yeah, somehow this wasn't shown. Nick asked how I started. Andreas, tell me how you got started. So for me, the getting started was just out of necessity, because yesterday we were talking about time series databases a lot and streaming of time series data, and that was actually my case where I had that project where I had Internet of Things data, and where I needed to put this into a platform and and make it ready for the data scientists to analyze, and also for the clients to actually access it. And so that's how I got started, and that's how I got into this whole thing. It wasn't that I learned this at university or something. Of course, the basics, like how to code, how to work with relational databases and user or web interfaces, and like HTML, CSS, and everything that we did or I did when I studied which that was never really my thing. But yeah, that's how I got started here, and ever since, never looked back. Always move forward with data engineering. I tried to look into data science as well, but I mean, I'm an engineer. I'm not a scientist, so it's never looked back. That's why I'm in this lane here. More questions. Again, if you want to join the event here, if you want to join me and have a chat with me, use this here. Join the call-in live stream. On my Twitter, I have a link. Whoopsie. On my Twitter, I have a link where you can just call in and join the Zoom, and I'm going to put you on in the background. What else? What else has happened? Today is very hot outside. I'm actually happy that I'm here because here in the office, it's very cold in here. It's the windows are towards the north side, and so the office is a lot cooler than at home. Yeah. Okay. Somebody else. Want to take your data engineering course? Is it effective and scripted? I think I'm the wrong person to ask this. Because like for me you will always get the answer that it's effective and that is very descriptive, that I'm explaining stuff really good. I think it's the how people like it speaks for itself. That people, a lot of people joined, over 1,000 students. That you can look at reviews on Trustpilot. I need to check these out. I haven't checked them a long time ago. Here, 29 reviews, almost all 5 stars, a few 4-star reviews. Yeah. So, and also, if you want to join, just come in. I give 30 days refund. So if on the off chance you find out this is not something for you, then I will give you a refund. Where are you based out of? Yeah, I'm from Germany, so that's where I'm based out. That's where I'm from, and yeah, here I think a thunderstorm is rolling in. They said that today is going to be very strong rain. So before the stream, I actually my wife told me to secure secure the garden and put the tomatoes away so they don't get damaged by hail or something. Yeah. All right, guys. I see that today is a slower day. Yeah. Something else. Otherwise, I'm going to come back tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to prepare something else. It's this with the call in. It was just, I wanted to try this out if a few people are joining, but somehow LinkedIn is very weak today. Only a few people are here, and YouTube as well. So once I saw the numbers, I knew that not a lot of people are going to join. But anyways, what we've learned today is that software engineering, as a software engineering provider, as a company who is selling software engineering products, it's getting harder this year especially. and might be a way to level up for these companies to come. If they're already into software engineering, I would go for data engineering next, and then the AI route, so that you can basically offer the whole process to a company. And I think that would be really, really good to move out, because I'm getting a lot of these emails, and yeah. One thing I've already learned Spark and Python from Udemy. I don't know how to integrate environments. That's what I want to learn. Yeah, that's what they always do. They only teach you the individual tools and never the whole thing. For instance, if you already know Spark, I have a big project in the academy where you can build a big end-to-end pipeline with Spark streaming and having an API and a message queue and a document store, and basically fully from creating the data to visualizing the data and streaming it through with Spark. For instance, that's one of the things. And this, yeah, that's I'm guessing what Udemy and so on, what they do. Just check this out. Let me show this to you. I think I can't copy this in, but maybe all courses here. All courses. Here, document streaming project. And what this has, this needs API, Kafka, Spark, MongoDB, and in this, basically you create a whole pipeline from data. I can make this even bigger. Isn't this a mirror board? Let me see. Where you can go from this, prepare this, then have a local JSON file, and then with the client write this to an API, put it into Kafka, stream it with Spark, write it into MongoDB, and then have a Streamlit app where you can actually visualize the data. So that's one of the examples of the many things that you can do in my academy. And I think that is very, very helpful. Is machine learning still worth learning as opposed to AI deep learning? Well, machine learning is the basis of AI, of deep learning, and so on, right? So I think if you're into this, having the background knowledge, it's a must. It's a must that you understand this. And then I basically, how I do this, how I look at this as a non-data scientist, but having worked with data scientists and having, I were a team lead for a data lab with scientists and engineers. So what I can say is you should have the basics of machine learning, and then either deep learning or something with specifically with what we have now with ChatGPT and the large learning models and so on. That's more of a specialization of this. And yeah, so you should, it's absolutely worth looking into this. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. So that much for this today. Again, I'm going to be back tomorrow with more questions, hopefully from you. Tomorrow I'm going to prepare something for us. Most likely we're going to look again into time series data. Let's see. Otherwise, I don't know, are there any more questions, or are we going to just go for today? I think we're going to go for today. Yeah. Thanks for being here. Again, if you want to learn data engineering, check out learndataengineer.com, my academy. Everything there that you, if you want to become a data engineer, there's everything. It's a no-brainer. As well, if you want to use data engineering, like if you're a scientist, I have many scientists as well who need to actually do the engineering, right? Because Like for a scientist, not every scientist has engineers at hand who can do this. So it's also for scientists. So now, that's it. Have a good one. See you next time. Bye.